The 1970s and 80s Ramsey childhood seems to have a universal appeal for those who watch our films. Maybe people can relate to the spontaneous nature of our lives, the rugged relationship with our friends, the close-knit values of our community. I read comments on this channel like, this could have been my town, my friends, or my family in those pictures, and still others swear that they see themselves in our movies. Most of the images you will see in this video were taken in Ramsey, New Jersey, my hometown. So on behalf of Ramsey, I dedicate this film to all the tough kids from Generation X who yearn to see the country return to what it once was. Our mantra has become, we can't change the clock, but we can change the culture. And remember, back is the way forward. In Ramsey, your best friends lived on your street, and you did everything together. The woods was a kid's personal sanctuary. We'd explore, catch tadpoles, put them in water buckets, and watch them become toads. We found fossil treasures in the dirt, buried for millions of years. We found stray animals and convinced our city-born parents to adopt them. Nobody had designer pets. We found orphans, the most loyal animals known to mankind. When we weren't saving animals, we were killing each other, as in kill the guy with the ball, and war, where we would even use real BB guns to defend our forts. We played tackle football and announced after scoring, suckers walk. In fact, we walked everywhere. Maybe that's why we were so thin. When we played wiffle ball, our mailman would stop and throw us batting practice. He knew every kid's name, and we knew his. On hot days, we'd leave him a can of beer in the mailbox. He'd honk his horn as a thank you. Ramsey boys cut lawn to make money. They spent it on baseball cards, wacky packages, and candy. Ramsey girls bought Tiger Beat magazines, lip gloss, and candy. Okay, we liked candy, and Halloween was a sacred day on our calendar. We always went out in gangs and stayed out late. Tough kids would never trick-or-treat by car or return home before 10. The girls mostly did everything the boys did, like playing cops and robbers, riding bikes, stealing beers and cigarettes from our parents to try in the woods. Speaking of bikes, this is how we discovered where the gang was hanging out. For entertainment, we rode up to the highway overpass on Route 17, and with a pumping motion, truckers would pull their air horns in response. It was an unwritten code between us and them. Stranger danger? Don't make me laugh. Half the people we met were strangers. We just learned early who we could trust and who we couldn't. It's a life skill called being street smart. For entertainment in the evenings, we chased lightning bugs one minute, then we'd be chasing the mosquito truck the next. Cancer? Hell, we used to drink out of toxic rubber hoses that were baking in the sun all day. We'd always try sneaking into the Ramsey pool or Darlington. If that didn't work, then running through your neighbor's sprinkler was not a bad alternative. We also set up lemonade stands before the fascists made it illegal. Come to think of it, much of what Ramsey tough kids did back then was illegal. Thank God we grew up in that America and not this one. Streetlights were meant for telling time, as in, be home when the streetlights come on. We all learned that a well-placed M80 could blow out a streetlight for hours and extend the night. When neighbors went on vacation, you didn't learn about it on social media. They came over to your house and told you. We were expected to watch their house while they were gone, and they do the same for us. And on the most patriotic day of the year, July 4th, the neighborhood had a huge block party. The tipsy adults would let us take sips of beer. Even the real young kids. Again, a different America. At sunset, the fathers blew off fireworks. One man in my neighborhood even sang the national anthem beforehand, as little kids patriotically waved flags and sparklers. Growing up in Ramsey, you loved your neighbors, you loved your town, and most importantly, you loved your country. What a freaking great childhood. These are actual yearbook photos approved by our school. What was once normal behavior is now considered taboo by the speech police. We owe our Ramsey teachers a debt of gratitude. They took risks and gave us room to grow, to express ourselves, to rebel, and yes, to fail. Tough teachers molded tough kids. It was like being vaccinated against all the societal ills to come our way. Get exposed to unpleasantness early in life, get immunity for life. Just in case you think our teachers were inappropriate and insensitive. Now there's two words that define our wussified society. Just remember that they were the adult generation that created Mothers Against Drunk Driving and the first to hold seminars on drinking and driving and drugs. They treated us like adults. This photo sums it up. Imagine allowing this image of Andy K. to appear in a yearbook today. Ramsey High School. It prepared us for the road, and not the road for us. Ramsey produced Mike Laga, a tough-nosed, power-hitting Major League Baseball player and 1978 Ramsey High graduate. When Mike's games appeared on TV, Ramsey shut down to watch, so it was no surprise that most of us witnessed this amazing feat live.
This ball might be out of the ballpark, and it is. I've never seen that in the blame him. I'm up too.
For Ramsey kids, Mike gave us hope that we could make it to the big time as well. Most of us did not. Then again, most of us weren't Mike Laga.
Take it, Jack. Elvis would have been there. Well, I was born in a small town and live in a small town. Probably die in a small town. Oh, the small communities. And all my friends, it's a small town. My parents live in the same small town. My job is a small town, provides a little opportunity. Educated in a small town. Taught to fear Jesus in a small town. Used to daydream in that small town. Another woman romantic, that's me. If I I seen it all in this small town. Had myself a ball in this small town. Married an LA doll and brought her to this small town. That small town, just like me. No, I cannot forget from where it is that I come from, and I forget the people who love me. I can be myself here in this small town. People let me be just what I wanna be. Nothing against a big town. Man, it's still hazy enough to say, look who's in the big town. But my bed is in a small town. Oh, that's good enough for me. I was born in a small town, and I can breathe in a small town. Probably die in a small town. Oh, that's probably where the best